morning, world. It's Wednesday, May 20th, 2020. Another overcast day, but luckily, not predicting any rain today. Read a report this morning about a town called Midland, Michigan, which is north of Detroit, and two dams on the Tittabawassee River have, I'm not sure if they've broken or they've threatened to collapse. But they're expecting floodwaters in the city of Midland, and the downtown area may be 9 feet underwater. Pretty incredible. Midland's a town of about 40,000 people, I think, so a little more than twice the size of Defiance. So keep them in your prayers. Today's devotional is written by Quinn Caldwell, and it's entitled Exactly. And he's based it on Psalm 23, verses 1 through 3 from the New Revised Standard Version, but he kind of adapted the words a little bit. And this is what he wrote from Psalm 23, verses 1 through 3. The Lord leads me beside still waters. They restore my soul. They lead me in right paths for their name's sake. And Quinn writes, my son and I hike along looking for the next flash of color. Those who knew the way along the forest have gone ahead of us, painting blue blazes on the trees to lead us in right paths. I think of the ancestors who set aside the state forest, the ones who blazed the trail. What did they think we would be using this for? Did they know that one day we'd be out here because we had nowhere else to go except the living room? That we'd be walking their path in search of virus-free air? What about the ones who built the local library? What would they say if they knew the building was closed, the books inaccessible, but that the library was going strong, doing a rip-roaring business, restoring people's souls with books downloaded from the sky? How about the founders of your church? What would they say about the still waters God and your pastors are pouring through your screen each week, despite the shuttered sanctuary? Would they recognize you as their church, worshiping there in your jammies in the living room? Maybe hiking in the woods to escape lockdown isn't what the Sylvan ancestors envisioned. Maybe accessing your library on your phone isn't what the bookish ancestors planned for. Maybe church on the computer isn't the kind of thing the charter ancestors would have wanted. Or maybe it is. Exactly. And Quinn's prayer. For the gifts of the ancestors, for the paths they blaze and the institutions they started, and for your Spirit, showing us new ways and purposes for using them. Thank you. Amen. Right away, when I read this devotional, it made me think of something I often say, and you probably all are tired of hearing me say it, is you find what you look for. But it can be true. If you're looking for all the negatives and all the reasons why something's not going to work, you'll find plenty of reasons why it's not going to work. But if you look for the good in a situation, if you look for meaning and purpose that can come out of any situation, you'll find it. So in this time of this isolation and the coronavirus, yes, we're not meeting in our buildings, but some interesting things are happening if you look for them. So I encourage you to look for the good. Look for the still waters that God is leading you to. And look for the things that those still waters are revealing to you. And find your way and celebrate them. Rather than simply bemoaning what you think you've lost, look for the things you've gained and find ways to celebrate them. And support the people and places that are bringing those still waters to your soul. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.